Hi, and welcome to Odyssey of Ascension once again. This is Roxanne. Thank you all for tuning in to today's Friday's channeling. So the idea about the 13th live Q&A, we can fit 100 people into the room. And I'm not going to do a registration thing. I'm not going to do all that. So I'll put out the number, 11 a.m. Central on the 13th. I'll probably open the room, half hour before so we all can get in there and start bullshitting or whatever. And then we'll have fun. So it fits 100, and if some people leave, you might be able to pop in. If you don't get in, I don't think there'll be more than 100. And then I have an option to upgrade to 200, but those are details, really not concerned right now. We'll see how it plays out. And then it feels like we'll do this like once a month. That'll be fun, You have the Q&A that we can answer questions on here, which is for everybody, and then live Q&A. It's really fun, we get to play together. We get to mash our energies together and have that etheric sex. Well, I figure it out, No? Yeah, I do. All right. So we're going to channel now. Awesome. Here we go. All right. To know me is to love me. Have you ever looked in the mirror and said those words? To know yourself is to love yourself. The more you choose yourself, the more you fall in love with yourself. What's important? Truly, guys, what's important to you? Importance. To know is to love. Yeah, Roxy doesn't have a voice, she knows that. But it's still fun to sing. It doesn't matter. See, that's it right there. You get it? It doesn't matter. When does it matter? When it's important. What's important? Structure. Structure. It's important. When we had that class and Yeshua came in, we talked about loss. It's incredible what that really did. We haven't even seen that perspective the way Yeshua put it. It was like loss. That's important. That defines and creates. And when you look at that idea of importance, what happens? You become the definition of it. I'm going to put on my work suit. I'm going to put on my wife outfit. I'm going to put on my best friend facade. I'm going, important. And meanwhile, back here is just loving, just swaying in the wind, patient in the now, knowing you're coming home. Because right inside is what? Complete, utter peace, love. Where importance is not even valued. You can walk by an object nowadays in many of your reflections of yourself and look at an item and you stir up a trigger that said, God, that was so important to me. How can it change though, guys? How can that change? How can that value system change? Because there's no permanency in creation? Of course. Because it's the value of yourself, remembering whom you are. The what? The expression behind everything that you are. Pushes into reality here and becomes Sloxy, Sylvester and Roxy, and then Roman comes in. Greetings all. Back to Big O and back to Sylvester. back to the what? Being whatever. Importance. Is it important for you to be noticed? Is it important you to be depended upon? Someone's depending on you and you cherish that. And if you lose that, then you have a whole new reality of loss, identity structure of no purpose, no direction to go, no value in the self-esteem they taught you. That you have to drive yourself into self-esteem. You have to drive yourself and wiggle your way into the noticeability of others. So that love in the mirror can be felt. So you can feel better. Because without that, you feel lonely, empty, purposeless. Don't know what to do with yourself if you don't have anything important, do you? You have an appetite for knowledge. You hop on a timeline and you skate down it and picking up all the fun things in that idea, and you harbor them cherishable close to your heart. And in that wonderful moment where that information is brought to the surface for acceptance, you filled yourself with purpose. And in a blink of an eye, it's gone. And it's gone. And then the seeking continues. And you spend your entire life finding that one moment of gratitude for existence. Because you hold value in items of importance. They could be physical. They could be spiritual. Which everything is spiritual anyways. But you have rigged yourself into definitions of categories, and you choose and pick and choose and discard the things of importance and non-importance to feel what you've always known you are. That love. How many of you are really choosing it's a mirror? And we will say this for the clarity of a few out there that have asked this question. If you are the only one in your universe, then no one's truly really here. Yes, they are. That's co-creation. We're always we. We see the we as the I. That's the I, the individual, that perceives in your universe the energies of the we. All of us. So you're never alone. Ever. You can't be. Because we're one. And we are infinite. So know that the individual singularity expresses and perceives the we. So you're never alone. Just know that. So where are you journeying, entities? And down a road of importance. Guys, it's not that you can't do that. Okay? I keep feeling this. We get this energetic pulse. It's like this energy of a ball of energy that gets shot out of the human collective when we speak just now those words, and it ricochets. Okay? Do not take this as a structure of how to fucking do it. The only thing we preach, if you want to perceive it, many of you do, the only thing we teach, if you perceive that, but we truly just fucking offer, is this is an offering, and it's not the way. You can have importance in your life. And you can become the best wife, because that it fills your heart, then fucking do it. The best husband. The biggest asshole the best robber, thief, the best protester, the best jeweler, the best electrical engineer, the best tree hugger, the best skydiver. You can do whatever you want, that's the point. The point is I want you to see the structure of that importance that creates the identity so you don't feel lost. That you feel purposeful. That you've gained accomplishment within your own self-esteem of existence because you just forgot one fucking thing. How to love yourself. Your love separated. Everything coveted looks like love to you. You may distort them, but you pay attention to them. But it's still the love that you're seeking. You may categorize them as bad. You may define them as separation. But if you feed them in importance, then that is your structure. You've grown dependent on that for existence, for life, for worthiness, for purpose, for admiration, for envy of others. I don't deserve it, but God, I need to be felt loved. I need that love. I need it. So I will stop at no means because I feel worthless without that admiration of others, that acceptance. And you beg and you plead and you contort yourself into an idea to fit someone else's construct so you can get that momentary beauty of remembrance and acceptance, which is your own love. Mirror. The importance is the structure that feels alive. The importance is what tells you you belong. What's important? Happiness. In my world, in Roxanne's world, there is no importance structured. We will give you importance as happiness, and happiness is important if that is your bridge. But truly, all bridges fall away because there is no more journey once you're home in this way. Take that idea and become the idea of important to be happy. And now, in just this now, let go of importance. For the bridge is built, crossed, and is no longer needed. Trust this entities. Eternal happiness. Yes, but Sylvester, I'll have no purpose. I don't know what to do with myself. I know that, child. But now you are naked. Now you have given in. Now what is left? The unconditional love flowing out of you, reflecting in the mirror and received by the conscious self. And high expectations of other ordainments, of possibilities of the spiritual world, traveling to different dimensions, idealizing visitations on other planets, all of those things of conjuring ideas to allow you to escape from the death trap you've given yourself, is the distraction that will harbor you in that ill will towards yourself of non-accomplishment. Or just decide to be happy. Follow that moment of happiness, the importance of non-importance. Venture down that beautiful, endless road of unknowns and decorate your world with unimaginable things. No more importance. God, it's just beautiful to see Roxanne seeing all the structures peel away to become this idea. which is just a reflection. So who chooses whomever, who doesn't matter. The world is yours. Find the importance that you fear loss of. Free yourself from that idea and birth yourself into a non-concept, non-creation, non-intentional idea of pure bliss with no effort. Money's no important. Status is no longer important. Tomorrow is no longer important. Yesterday is no longer important. Relationships are no longer important. The only thing there is just you and your endless nows. She's almost there. Booyah. Bless you, Ra. Alright guys, thanks all for tuning in. We'll see you next Wednesday. And I'll post the link to the what? The room number, and I'll also announce that on Wednesdays and Fridays channeling next week to jump into the Q&A. Gonna be fun. Jump in, have some fun. I love you guys. See you in the next now. Bye.